Hi everyone, it's K-Red, and welcome to my 2025 Peaceful Patterns Weekly Challenge. By creating a new tile each week, together we can learn something new, but most important, find some peace and calm in the chaos of this world. So, let's get started. This week's pattern is Take-5. Take-5 is an amazing tangle from a net rumbler. I love it. In fact, I love it so much, I have already made a tile of it. I recorded a video, I made the tile, but as I edited the video and as I looked at this tile, I'm just not satisfied with it. I do not like my step outs. To me, they're just not enough for me to really understand what is going on. So I'm going to do it again. And we're going to try it one more time and see if I can make just a little bit better of a step out. So we're going to start with the very first step is to make a number 5. And at the end of the 5, it has a little curl. Now on a nets, it looked like this was shorter. For me, it's a little bit natural to do it a normal length of a 5. For others, it may vary. I've looked online, I've seen it both ways. So this is the way I'm doing it for mine for now, and then we'll see where we go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the red pen so that we can see what happens next. I'm going to go ahead and still stay on this step 1 because I'm going to call step 1 making the string. Step 1 is going to be making the lines down. And so from here, I'm going to make a line that goes straight down. I'm going to go across. And basically what I am doing is making a backwards 5. So we have the 5 that went this way, and we have a 5 that goes that way. Now, I know these aren't normal step out rules, so I apologize to the rules, but for my paper, what I decided would be best is for me to give myself 4 of these to start with, and just to alternate the 5s so that I'll know in the future that this is how I'm going to start. So to me, that is my step 1. On a nets page, that is steps 1 and 2. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I need my base. So let's see if I can draw it again and get them all going the right way. You will not believe where this tangle goes. It is so cute. I think I'm going to use it as a string in a project I have kind of growing in my mind. So this obviously is just a duplicate of what was already done. And then the next thing we do is we're going to take this and we're going to curl it all the way down. And it's going to make this great, well, in my mind, it's almost a comma. And we close up all of those 5s. Now, the nice thing about doing the step out is I get to do the same steps over again, and it really will help put it in my mind. So first, don't want to make a mistake on the direction of my 5s. So carefully, I am going back and forth, just like that. Then I am going to close them. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're right up to where we were. That's, in my mind, steps 1 and 2. So then the next thing we're going to do on the flat of the 5, so right here on this portion of the 5, which you can barely see anymore, but on that portion of the 5, we're going to do a dot and an aura. So here we are on that portion of the 5, a dot and an aura. And it goes just like that. So then we're going to go ahead and go back to number 4. We're going to give ourselves some 5s. We're going to close them off and make the, what I'm calling it, comma. We're going to add our circles and the lines. And isn't it wonderful how great this looks? So right now, just to make a quick pit stop, look how fun this already looks going all the different directions where it almost looks like it's off a C. Just gorgeous. So now for the next step, we're going to fill in the bottom of the 5 and the top of the next 5. So we're just putting in a little bit of red to make that. Now because I made my top line so long, I have less to fill in, so it's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the very last step, which is on that circle. We're going to do another one and an aura. A circle and an aura. A circle and an aura. Now, if you wanted to, you could always add one to the very top up here, but I'm going to choose not to. So I usually like to label these. So I label them in things that make sense in my brain. So that makes this a 5. That makes this a comma. And then I'm going to call this the circle and the aura. And then I'll call this the fill, circle, and aura to give myself those prompts. So let's turn our card this way and let's do one all in a row. So we're going to start with our 5s. And remember backwards. And then the normal. Found that helped me in my brain is to go left to right or right to left. So this one's left to right. And this is going to do one more. Okay, very good. So then we're going to do number 2, which is to close those commas. Now that we've closed our commas, we're going to add a circle and an aura. And then where the 5 go in the correct direction meets the 5 in the bottom direction, we're going to fill in. Just kind of makes that all blend together so much nicer. We're going to add another circle and another aura. So blends in. Another circle and another aura. And there is take 5. So let's do some fun with shading, shall we? I enjoy the shading on this one. And what I'm going to choose to do on my shading is put it down here. It's pretty much what she did as well. Seems like an awesome spot for it. And then I'm going to take my blender, push it on up. And that is take 5. which I absolutely love going sideways. The nice thing about a doodle is it can work in any of the directions. Look how great that is too. What if we continue that shading all the way up into this bottom curve? When I look at this way, it just screams to have that shading come up. Look at that. So let's go ahead and on the back. Now on her website, she spells out the word 5. On the Tangle Patterns website, it's the number 5. So I do apologize to Annette if I don't do it exactly right. I'm hoping that this is the correct way to do it. But I love it spelled out this way because it makes it look like takes. It looks like an S. And it is by Annette Winkler. She is a CZT. And I found the pattern on tanglepatterns.com. And I am so much happier that I redid this tile. And if you look, the tiles themselves are fine, but I think this step out will help me in the future because I can see myself a year from now or 2 years from now being a little confused. And I'm hoping to use these tiles for many years to come. So let's put in our hole punch and see how much I'm interrupting my pattern. And I interrupted it quite a bit, but I think it'll be okay because we'll see them all across and I'll understand that's what this pattern is. And let's go ahead and add it to our pile of tiles. All right, we're going to add that to our ever-growing pile of tiles. And until next week, please stay safe, enjoy doodling, leave me a comment, like and subscribe, help this little channel grow. Hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I am. Thanks and bye.